What is going on, my man?
What's up,
Look at that
buddy?
dirty sweatshirt. Take that sweatshirt
Who you
off.
talking to? Undefeated so far. You can't win them all till you win the first two. Yeah,
Hey, to be the best, you got to beat the best, baby.
that's right. Like Ric Flair says, "Woo! Yeah!" Slap
That's
chop on
right.
everybody along the
Couple
course at the
undefeated
10-yard line.
teams. Couple couple undefeated teams. One's Philly, one's the Lions. Who would have thunk it, right? Well, you guys
Um,
you played Thursday, didn't you?
yeah, we
Didn't you
beat
play
Captain
Thursday?
Kirk. Yeah, you go Captain Kirky. We had to go beam him up a little bit.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah,
little
34 to
some
28.
high yeah, some high points and some high yardage just on his side. He decided to throw for, I don't know why we keep seeing to get one to throw for 300 plus yards the last two games. So, I guess
Yeah.
our secondary needs some help, but our defense looks pretty good and our offense looks amazing. And we finally have a running game that's like, in my opinion, we can lose half our running team and still be like top notch. So we're
Right
looking
on,
pretty good
right
so
on.
far.
Hey, dude, this YouTube thing and it's actually working, bro. Because Patrick, hello, good morning. Coyote Collectibles, Mikey Y, what's up, buddy? He's saying
What's
go
up, everybody?
Raiders. So yeah, it's look at when you schedule stuff, it works and it pops up.
If
So what's
you
going
if
on
you build it,
here?
they will come.
If you build it, they will come. If you hit go live, they will come. So what's going on here is Shawn and I. Oh shit, dude! Look at it. It must be my first time. I forgot. I
What'd you
made something
forget?
special for you. I made something
Uh
special for you, and I know. Okay, look, we got Shawn. He's looking good, but he can't see what I'm about to do until it shows up on YouTube's end. But bam,
Let
he'll
me let me
see it.
look at
But
the
I got your logo up over top you, SPB with the trophy, Pauly, and the Lions logo up over top me.
oh snap!
Yeah,
Look at
buddy.
that.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm up there somewhere. Holding it. I don't know. The
So Shawn's
I'll
been
just have to.
busy. I've been busy as can be, and it's football season. We're into week 2, and we want to talk weekly about what's going on. Number one, we both have multiple fantasy football leagues, and we're still stacking precious metals. So we're going to kind of incorporate both aspects. We're going to be talking a little bit of metals, but we're going to be talking a lot of bit football. And we understand if there's people out there that just can't stand the NFL anymore, that's cool. Stop, hit the like on your way in, and beat it if you don't want to be here. But if you do want to hang out for an hour and 15 minutes, talk a little bit of football and metals with us, we'll be glad to have you. Smash the like button on your way in, send this thing out to YouTube, let people come in. So that's our kind of plan. Is he's an Eagles fan, I'm a Lions fan. If you're coming in here, drop your favorite team if you are a watcher of the NFL. And we're actually going, we made a bet, and I've got the official tablet right here, pen and paper, like the old days. Shawn and I are betting, and it's not very much. Listen, it's an ounce of silver for the whole season. So what we're doing during the show, we're going to go over each game that's played on Sunday. He picks a team. He's got the list. We use CBS Sports. Let me share that right now. So here's the screen of all the games that are going to be played today from CBS Sports. We're going to start at the top, and he's already got his pick made. I've got my pick made. We don't know each other's picks. I'm going to write them down on paper, and we know that there's going to be a few of those games that are the same, that we actually pick the same winner. But that doesn't matter. The games that we're actually going to care about are the games that we pick differently. And those are the ones we're going to tally up for the end of the year. And the person with the most points at the end of the year is going to mail with pleasure 1 ounce of shiny 3.9 or 4.9, shit, even 5.9 if you got it, silver to the winner. That's our plan.
Oh
Historic
yeah.
metals, off-road adventures. What's up, buddies?
What's up,
So how do you
everybody?
feel
Thanks for
about
coming
that?
on. I
I
love
know
it,
how you
dude.
feel about it. You
I think
agreed
it's
to it.
great. I think it's great. You know me, man. I'm all about the competition and the friendly wager. Don't have to go bet, pink slips of cars and mortgages and stuff to go feel the little the juice weasel you're chasing and stuff. So ounce of silver is pretty cool. And like I said, we do fantasy football, and I've been doing a little sports betting too now that they made it legal here in Maryland. And
Yeah,
make
for sure.
this
And
real
it's
fun
been that
again.
way. Well, we did it last year in Michigan here.
Yeah. So we're excited. We're gonna do a good year. I'll have to say this though about the this because I know it's going to get brought up, and so let me be the first to bring it up too.
Let's hear it, buddy. Let's hear it.
You might want to move the trophy logo maybe in a different spot. Just say.
Why is that?
I think you'll understand why when you look at the screen. Look a little closer.
Hey, I'm blocking your eagle. Is it mine or yours? I can get rid of them, just not today.
It's not that it's blocking. Then never mind. I'll have to have a conversation with you offline. Everything's fine. Let's just continue on.
Shit.
I'm just being a funny guy.
Being nitpicky. Are you being nitpicky on me on this Sunday morning?
Well, somebody will, and they're going to say something really funny about it anyway. Let's not give fuel to somebody's fire. Maybe it's just me seeing it. Hopefully nobody else will see it.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
So,
Silver Wolverine, what's up, buddy?
right.
But the Lions will probably be stupid and not use him enough. A dynamic player, Detroit sit on. Look, the guy did a good job last week. It was one win for the Lions. It's a huge win, and we're just going to move on from that win. And it's our home opener today in Detroit. We got Seattle coming in, and if the Lions are looking to make a statement, it's going to be pound the piss out of Seattle today and keep things moving. I would have jumped on this, but next week maybe you can if you're available. That's my brother, the Outdoor Conquest. If you're available next week, we can hook something up as well. We got room for 3 on here.
Yeah, man. We have plenty of room for activities.
Yeah, dude. But I think they're going to have to use them. Yeah, of course they're going to have to use them, but they got a lot of weapons. The Lions have a lot of weapons. They've had a lot of weapons. It just seems that
they have a lot
they're
now.
starting to use them correctly, or everybody's actually learning their job. And like I said, this was 1 week. It was week 1. Now we're in our, and I just repeat myself. We need to go in and go to work.
Yeah, you're what's that guy's name? Hawkinson, your defensive tackle guy. He is mutant. The guy who clearly wanted to
Hutchinson. Yeah, no,
like every single down, like all 4 quarters, like was not stop beast mode. Like the guy looked like he was like a cyborg, or he was a life model decoy clone or something, because he did not get tired. Like all 4 quarters, all downs. He just wanted to eat Patrick Mahomes. Like,
dude, he's a football player, and that's what we needed. I mean, that's who we have.
He's going to get you guys a lot of sacks and a lot of get the quarterback to the side screwed up. I tell you, man, that Sam Laporta, I call him my joke form is the porta potty. He's going to be crapping on fools all year long, because that guy is a solid tight end. And I tell you what, he might end up becoming their like WR2, WR3. He's a tight end. They had him depth charted at second behind, and it's tier 2 tight end. And my buddy's like, "You're starting Sam Laporta first week. He's a second tier." I'm like, clearly that's a clear clinical error, and you guys haven't been paying attention to anything at all. And he got 9 points without even getting a touchdown week 1. So anyway, so he's good. You got David Montgomery. I think you guys are gonna win today in Seattle. I think your coach is a mutant. He's got this. He'll pull some stunt. He'll have Pete Carroll chewing his bubble gum, just spitting his bubble gum out.
His dentures will fall out. He'll be chewing so hard,
He's like just sitting there all saying whatever the playbook and stuff. Like, all right, they didn't work. Let's go back to the other play. It's gonna be good stuff. Looking forward to week 2.
Yeah, dude. So looking back at your school, how'd you feel about the Eagles playing? I missed all of that game on Thursday night.
Yeah, it was. We came in hot, and I mean we gave them too many points in the beginning, but it kind of seemed like a little bit of what happened with the New England game. We started hot, heavy, put some points on the board, and a lot of guys were like, "Oh yeah, we're good. Let's just sit back and just play the normal game." But you can't play like that. Even in the first couple of weeks, you gotta play like a Sweet 16 every single week, basically. Um, and it was a good game, but I feel that we were still giving them too many points. And honestly, it's the secondary getting thrown on. Like they're leaving guys more open than like it's unreal how much space they have, where they could literally just drop like a hot air balloon right down on the field and still
Yeah,
have more room
yeah.
for the guys there. And it's stupid like little 7-8 yard catches or 12 yard catches where it's like, where's the guy? Why is the safety constantly the guy that's getting after this guy? Where's his coverage? Why is the safety like doing overtime? So, but
I
it's
hear
just
you.
things that need to get worked on and stuff like any of the team. But um, I'm still confident. We got a pretty do have a kind of easy schedule kind of here and there. I think we'll be 5-0 before the bye week and stuff too start happening. But as far as like there are some teams like San Fran that scare me and other guys, and I hate the Cowboys, but they did just put 40-0 on the Giants and destroyed them. That was kind of embarrassing that you didn't even give a chance to
I don't know if
another
that
point.
defense is just that strong or the Giants just suck that bad.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. I mean, the Cowboys were ranked second defense this year under San Fran, and Philly was ranked third. So, I mean, when the defense is on the ground a lot because the quarterbacks is the other team sucks, what do you expect? Um, but it happens. I think they get like a touchdown or two or something, so that helped them out. But anyway, so
Well, and with
um,
the Lions defense, that's what I'm most excited about tonight is to see today, not tonight, well, this afternoon, another hour before kickoff, is
yeah,
that
buddy.
defense come back out on the field and start off where they left off against Kansas City and just
Pulled
pressure,
that
pressure,
pulled
pressure.
that like fake punt play again, like Dan Campbell pulled off. That was I
You're going to
can't
see
believe he
that.
did
You're going to
that.
see that all season. I mean,
That was
that's just his
awesome.
style, and you're going to see a lot of fourth down goes. It's it's their style, and
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked it last year, and I'm going to enjoy watching it again this year. And let's just hope for me, not necessarily you, even winning football games, not doing it when you're behind, but consistently doing that throughout the season, keeping teams on their toes, basically, that
yeah.
this ain't just a 3-down game. We got 4 downs to work with here, and we're going to use them. Yeah, we might be lined up for punt, but shit, we might fake it again. Just keep these teams on their
Keep them on
toes.
toes. Yep, exactly. Keep them guessing. And once they figure you out,
We got a saying here, the old SOL, it ain't shit out of luck. It's the same old Lions, and there's nothing worse than having to hear that from newscasters and just locally. It's terrible. It's something we have to live
it's
with, right?
demoralizing.
And
Yeah, it's
I'm
demoralizing.
hoping that we can shove that saying down the national news throat this year and just keep moving forward.
Never know. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. Just takes a
Sure,
couple
sure.
people
Look what
playing.
happened to the Jets. Their season was and they won. But I
Yeah,
mean, their high hopes is having this old man come in and quarterback that team. And 4 plays into the game, he's done for the season, possibly career
unbelievable.
ending. Who knows? He's 38, 39 years old. They have the best rehab facilities that you could ask
Oh
for.
yeah.
Is it worth it to him to come back? He's making a lot of money just chilling. He's going to have a lot of time to think about it.
Yeah, the other guy, Tommy Illuminati, came back too after a year. So you never know. Some of these guys have a hard time like putting the game away, especially if they have like a lot of the talk is just like he wanted to kind of follow like in Brett Favre's shoes. So it kind of
And we've talked about that
it's
too.
hard
Favre
kind of
did
like,
go to the
yeah,
Jets.
yeah, Jets. You go to the Jets for like a year or two, kind of just get his feet in there and make go spend a year and roll out, but kind of give maybe a year or two to the organization, maybe even a possible 3-year deal. and then go over to Vikings once Captain Kirk either retires in a couple of years or moves somewhere else, and then take the reins there for 3 years, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be like 2028, 2027, and the Vikings are like, all right, be a new quarterback now. Now it's your turn to get the new quarterback. You're picking the young generation now, because it's kind of now that the young kids are kind of taking over now.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys were like Drew Brees and Roethlisberger and Tommy Illuminati and just the studs of the game that we've known for the last 20 some years. It's now their time to step down, and some of the younger kids to take the mantle.
And you see that even in basketball. I forget what I was watching, but a lot of these players that have been playing for the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and they came in with all that street ball kind of feel to them. Those guys grew up watching basically like the And One series, the street ball series, and all that jazz that they do. It's not your same run the same number one play, number two play. It's completely changed, but they've taken all that and brought it into the NBA, because that's how they learned to play basketball, was watching that stuff. And
big dunks,
you can see it changing with everything. Just years past, and now it's coming forward.
The times they are changing.
Yeah.
Old Dylan there for you. So anyway, do you want to crack into these games and get things rolling, or what are you thinking?
Well, I sent you this link yesterday, right? And this is how you picked in the same order that I picked, right? You got your stuff written down somewhere, or is it all in your head?
I've got it. I've got the screen tab here. I got the picks on the screen here and stuff. Mine. I just didn't use I didn't use the CBS thing, but I've got the
What's up, Surfer?
Stuff that's
yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to bring it up because when I typed in NFL games for today or tomorrow, whenever I did this, the first one to pop up was CBS, and that's just what I stuck with, right?
Okay.
So we'll bring this up.
You said you're going to write them all down, right, for us, for both of us?
Yeah, so I've got mine written down and circled. I'm just going to ask you for yours, and I'll tell you mine after that. Right?
Oh,
is that fair enough? Yeah. We'll switch on and off. I'll have you say the first game, and then I'll say the second game. It's not the end of the world type situation here, but we saw we're not doing Thursdays, and for some reason we talked about
the Eagles to win for Thursday. Nope,
right. For some reason, if we pick the same teams to win or lose all through Sunday, we were only going to use the Monday night game or games as some type of tiebreaker, so that we have at least one game that is going to be different, and a point is scored by somebody for that particular week. Now, I don't know why we didn't start this last week, but we're starting at week 2, so that's just where we are.
Life happens. You're busy putting turning power back on in Michigan, saving people's lives, because you all had like thousands of people out of power. So
yeah, it was a rough 6-8
You were being
weeks.
a superhero. Michigan loves you for it.
So starting with the 1 o'clock games.
Yes.
We've got Chicago at Tampa Bay. Who do you like?
I got Tampa Bay on that one.
And so do I.
Okay.
So then we have Baltimore at Cincinnati, and I've got Cincinnati on that one.
I believe I have. I've got actually. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Fake news. Hold on 1 second. I thought I had it there, but yeah. 1 second. Got to load it up here. I apologize. Wasn't fully prepared. And 9, 8. There it is. Pick them there. Make the picks. Week 2.
Waiting on Shawnee, Surfer. Just waiting
Always
on Shawnee.
Waiting on me. I got the Bengals that week as well.
All right, so you got the Bengals. So that's another no-go.
No-go.
Cincy. Okay, who do you got? Green Bay versus Atlanta.
I got Green Bay.
Okay, I've got Atlanta.
Oh, snappy. There we
All
go.
right, so there we're off to a start. We got one good one in the books for this week. All right, who do you got? I've got Indianapolis over Houston.
Same.
All
The
right.
Coldies for the Dubs.
Now you said Travis Kelce is a go. Kansas
He is.
City versus Jacksonville. Who you got?
I'm going to have to go with Kansas City now because Travis Kelce's
All right.
starting. If he was not starting, I would have picked Jacksonville.
I've got Kansas City as well. They're going to
Okay.
want to come back after that embarrassing
Yeah.
defeat
Yeah.
against the
Andy Reid's not
Lions.
happy. Andy Reid got turned really red in the back probably and yelled at them all and told them like, yeah, you're going to win second game or you're all fired.
What do you got for? That's actually a pretty good idea too, Mikey. He said the league he's in, he uses the total points of Monday night's game as a tiebreaker. That's not a bad idea.
That
We'll
is
have to
nice.
think about that.
Yeah.
But as of right now, we won't need it. We've got the Chargers at Tennessee.
And
I've got
Eckler,
what?
Austin Eckler sitting out that game, guys. If you got Eckler in your fantasy starting, you better get his ass out right now.
Eckler's out. Get him out if you got him starting in your fantasy
still
league. But I still got the Chargers over Tennessee.
Me too.
I do, anyways.
Yeah, because Joshua Kelly's still going to run well. So if you guys got fantasy league, don't have anybody in your running back you really trust, not really sure maybe what's going on, Joshua Kelly's backup running back for the Chargers. It's a pretty good pickup to go with there. If you're looking for a last-minute flyer, there's nobody really worked on the waiver wire anymore because you waited to the last minute. Oh, no, I'm glad I watched the Paulybuck show with SPB. Found out Austin
Yeah, right.
Starting because you would have got a Dubby, big old
Kickoff,
zero like
season one,
London did.
episode one.
T. Higgins did last week. So yeah, Chargers win that one still. I think the Justin,
all right. So we're both set there.
Will work it out.
Okay, I've got it's Las Vegas at Buffalo, and I'm picking Buffalo in that game.
The Bills, me too. That's gonna be a slaughter.
All right. Seattle at Detroit. I've got Detroit.
I've got your boys as well.
San Fran at the Rams.
Oh, that's gonna be one of the most embarrassing games of the week. At San Fran to win that.
You've got San Fran to win that. I've actually got the Rams to win that.
They're gonna destroy the Rams.
Okay, he says murder the Rams. I've got the Rams for that.
What?
Yeah, dude.
What kind of grass you smoking in Michigan, bro? That's crazy talk. Okay, I get pulled out. We're still friends. All right, well, there's two then. There's two.
We got a couple Raiders fans in here, Patrick and Mikey Y.
Some crazy Raiders fans.
They're looking for the Raiders to win that game. All right, I got the Giants at Arizona. Who you got?
I got the Giants.
I've got Arizona.
Oh, there's three now. Looking good for week 2. Back and forth. Oh, snappy.
All right, let's see. We got the Jets at Dallas. I've got Dallas.
I hate saying that too. I hate just even mentioning their name.
All right, we got the last two games. We've got Washington at Denver.
I got the Commanders winning that.
So do I. And the Sunday night football game for week 2, we've got Miami versus the Pats.
I got the Dolphins winning that one.
As do I. All right, so the way I've got it here, we've got 3 games.
I think you missed a couple of games. The Saints and Panthers.
I did miss that. Where's that at? New Orleans. Yeah, but that's Monday night.
Is that
that's Monday night?
And Browns and Steelers?
That's Monday night.
Also? Okay, never mind.
There's 2 Monday night games. One I don't know what the hell how they do that.
7 and I don't know, it's weird. Like 1 at 5 and 1 at 8, maybe. One
Well, it shows 1 at 7:15 and 1 at 8:15. One's on ESPN, one's on ABC. The one I'll be watching is Cleveland Pittsburgh.
I've got the Saints beating the Panthers, and I got the Browns beating the Steelers.
I didn't even pick one. I didn't even pick one yet. I've got them written down, but we're not going to need them.
Yeah,
We're just going to keep the Sunday and only use Monday if we need it.
Perfect.
So, okay, we've got 3 games. We've got 3 games. We've got the Green Bay game, we've got the San Francisco game, and we've got the Giants game. Giants, Arizona, San Francisco versus the Rams, and Green Bay versus Atlanta. I've got Atlanta, you've got Green Bay, you've got San Fran, I've got the Rams, and you've got the Giants, and I've got Arizona. Possible 3 points to start off week 2. Week 1.
Found downtown.
Week 1. Let's see. Let me move this thing back over here. Week 1 of our, what do you want to call it? Stacking, fantasy, foosball, funsies. It's not funsies because by the end of it, somebody's paying somebody in some silver.
Having fun. So maybe something about stackers and pick'em challenge or something. I don't know. We'll have to maybe come up with something maybe for week 2. We'll have to like work on the name maybe off the outside. We don't want to just come up with something stupid like, yeah, maybe we should have rethought that.
So what's your here's how we could do this. What is your favorite silver coin? Now listen, as a stacking bullion coin, not a round, but a bullion coin for stacking. Now I'm not talking about semi-numismatic BS and Batman and Superman and all that other stuff that we all love to collect.
Like you're
talking about what's your go-to stacking coin? What do you like? What do you got?
There's three in particular, but I had to take.
What's up, BR?
I guess, I mean,
because your favorite is what I want you to send to me if I win, and my favorite is what I'm going to send to you if I win.
Okay, I guess
everybody in the chat, drop your favorite in the chat right now. Let's just see what everybody's going to put in the chat as well.
I think I might have to say American Silver Eagle with the original design, the Type 1 design.
Okay, Type 1 design.
I can't do it.
Type 1 design. We've got Mikey Y with the Libertad stacking surfer, says the Eagle.
I do love the Libertad to do, but as far as like trying to stack, as far as like, I mean, the Libertad's probably one of the, as far as like overall favorite ones, maybe that, but as far as like just the idea of stack because of the government back.
I've got a great video idea, and I'm just going to give it to somebody right now today. When you take your all-inclusive trip to Mexico, whoever, when the next time you go, take a tube of Libertads with you and just keep flipping them out and see how much better service you would get. Flip them a 1-ounce Libertad every once in a while. You'll have them coming back. Now, that's a video that should be recorded.
Yeah. Well, you saw my little thing about a little small video I did when I was in the Dominican Republic doing that with the silver rounds. People were losing their mind.
Yeah.
Because they don't get the stuff down there. Yeah, I think about like
that's what I'm saying.
Coin
1 ounce silver Anza is mine, Pauly. Thanks, Mike. Thank you for participating.
Yeah, the coins have to be shipped, and not every coin gets shipped around the world and stuff. And every place also has bullion places, and you need licenses for this stuff too. So, and Dominican Republic's not really a necessary and heavy place to that too. But yeah, you go to Mexico and you start passing those Libertads out, especially from service industry stuff. Oh yeah, you want your drink refill, or you want an extra little side salad, or extra little something, extra shrimp in your whatever it is, it'll happen right away. Yeah.
All right, because I got mine on hand. I just gotta grab it quick. Oh, I can still hear you.
Yeah. Good stuff. Oh, you want to go grab the coin?
Full of goodies behind me here.
Good stuff, man. Glad you filled it. Glad I send cigar box to people. They filled them. I know I sent a bunch of silver.
I might as well show it because I heard
he totally took full advantage of that. I kind of felt bad, and in a little bit, I guess I did. Because
there you go, Mikey Y.
He gave me boxes, and he had 90% silver coins, like all in these tubes, like dozens and dozens of tubes that you clearly have taken time to fill. And then when I gave him the
Very
five,
recognizable.
dumping
Guarantee
him in
you, it's
there.
very recognizable in Mexico.
Oh yeah,
Right here. This is you said type 1, right?
yes
Well,
sir.
that's my favorite too. That's my favorite too. And this is
Okay.
actually the one that is up for grabs that will be sent to you if you end up winning this competition. What years that say? This is a 2018 MS70
Are you gonna give me a slabby?
NGC graded.
Oh snap! Do I gotta give you a slabby too, or just
No, you could do whatever you want. This is
very nice of you. Oh
so
wow.
that is what I'm putting up for our little fun time we're gonna have here.
Oh boy.
And I see that, we've had 5, 8, 10 people in here. We plan on doing this weekly. We're going to get into more and more stuff. We're going to talk about medals. This is just kind of what we want to do is a kickoff show, kickoff Sunday.
Little pilot episode,
Before
if
any
you
type
will.
of,
Yeah.
Obviously I'm a metals channel. I love precious metals. Shawn loves precious metals. There's a lot of other stuff we can talk about, but we just wanted to keep this simple. We're going to talk about metals. There's going to be a few giveaways throughout this long NFL season. It's just something that we wanted to do different other than metals. You can only talk about precious metals so much until you want to beat your own head off the wall, right? It's an ongoing regurgitated community, and I get it, and there's a lot of great information out there. It's just you got to give yourself a break sometimes. You got to have a little bit of fun with other people from the community, and if people can come in and watch us, great. If they don't, that's fine too, because this is basically a phone call between you and I. We're just recording it, right?
Basically.
That's where I'm at with it.
You do talking football and making a little wager on the games and keeping it cool on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah.
And Surfer, I don't know what the laws are over by you, but if you get the app DraftKings, you can still participate in fantasy football every single week. You can pick a new team. There's thousands of games that you can enter and pick a team for that game, that week, everything. I do DraftKings as well. There's a group of us, like 40 people, like friends around me. I mean, that I used to know and talk to via text message, or I'll see them, somewhere. But we get together and we do this once a week. You just pick up your phone, pick up your tablet, pick up your computer, and pick 9 different guys from all the games on Sunday, and then that's your team.
Yeah. I do that all the time. I got decent.
Yeah.
I kind of like who I got this week going on. I got some interesting players that I'm hoping that with the game script they've got, I'm hoping they come through. No more zeros.
I actually got on mine. I'm in 2 different leagues on this ESPN fantasy. Actually, one is through a bunch of stacking channels that Trident Stacker puts on. I got involved with that one, and I think there's 12 people in that league, and they all have a stacking channel of sorts. Some of them, and I think there's a couple wives of different guys on there. But it's fun, and if you were to go to Trident Stacking and check out his channel, there's weekly giveaways. So we all bought in at a certain amount, but all the prizes are to do with precious metals. So it's cool. Fun that it'll pay the top 3 places, and I'd have to go back and watch his videos as far as what the places pay as far as precious metals at the end. But then every week there's a prize giveaway for the team that did the best that week as far as points scored, or however he breaks it down that week. And that's fun. And you get in, like, we're all in an Instagram chat talking shit constantly. I'm glad I got on there today because my kicker of all people is out. I've got the Jets kicker on one of my teams, right? And he's out today. So I had to drop him and pick somebody else up, or else it was another goose egg,
Can't have any of those. I got a goose egg in all my flexes, and I had Drake London in all my flexes week 1, and he got 2 passes and no points. And I'm like, ugh. But I also feel bad for the people like who also took like T. Higgins and got like 0 points against the Browns. It's like, it's like, but
Right.
fantasy football it happens. But you also got like Tyreek Hill put up 50 fantasy points week 1. Like, who does that? What any player, even a quarterback, puts up 50 fantasy points on week 1, let alone a wide receiver who got like over 200 some freaking yards and a guy threw for like 500 something. It's just absurd. But it happens.
Oh, check this
You know,
out. I'm just
Dallas
bringing up some
defense
metal
getting like
stuff.
36 points or some stupid stuff. It happens.
So I use this site every once in a while. LPM. So they're out of Hong Kong.
Yeah, I know about them.
But what I want to show
They're
is what
basically the
popped up
Hong
first
Kong version
is
of AppMax.
exactly this coin actually does. This is Una and the Lion, and this will be the first one. It keeps switching on me. I'll just go to shop now. It keeps switching out on me. They've actually done really well on this secondary market as far as a resale. But I tell you this much, I bought a tube of these last year, the 2023s, and I never opened it. And I opened it like 3-4 months later, right? And I dumped them all. I actually did a video on it. I did. And they were just covered in milk spots. And
Oh, you're
that's
joking. Oh,
just shitty. Yeah.
that sucks, dude. You think it was just how they're manufactured, or do
Definitely.
you think it was
Definitely.
because of like the, you know, where
But these
where
ones,
they make
like I
they
said,
have it?
there's a strict limit to them of 5,000, and 4,000 will be coins and tubes, and the other 1,000 they get put in cards, capsulated, put in mint cards or whatever. But these are, I mean, there you got Charles, and I was really expecting to see him with his crown on a 2024 coin. He's not wearing his crown, which is
It's kind
odd.
of like
If I was the
Eisenhower a
king
little
and I was going
bit,
to be on any type of currency, you'd definitely see me with a crown on my head.
or maybe it's the conspiracy theory where they're gonna take his throne from him. Talks of getting rid of the monarchy and there's no more king anymore. You never know.
Yeah, right. So let's see. The reason I come here was for what? Oh, Gods of Olympus.
Yep.
That 7th one just came out, but I saw a picture of the 8th one, and I just want to see if they have it up here on pre-sale yet.
I was surprised they actually put more out. There was a long period.
Well,
Where they
there's
didn't
going to
put out
be
what
there's
they
going
were
to be
done.
14 of them. There's going to be
What?
14 of them. In 2014, they did a series, and they're using
Oh wow.
the image off that 2014 series, which was a 2-ounce antique coin, and they're following that series with this series. You've got the 5-ounce, and you got the 1-ounce antique, 5-ounce antique, 1-ounce BU, 5-ounce BU, and then a 1-ounce gold version. But if you're going to see it, this is where it's going to pop up first, is on this site. This was the 7th. I've actually got a video in the queue about this coin right here. It'll probably be published next week. But I don't see it. It should pop up as coming soon. But I don't see it on this site quite yet. But if you're going to see it, you'll see it here first. The only trouble is if you order from this site, it is very, very expensive shipping. But
Oh yeah, it's not a joke.
if you're into reselling, you'll have these coins about the same time that AppMax puts them for sale on their website, and you
True.
could actually be selling them before AppMax is selling them.
Because
So
you
that's
figure all
one
these
good thing.
all these European and Asian coins, Europe and Asia is going to have them first because that's where they originate, and they got to wait till they ship them across the drink to America till we get them. So if you're able to like basically
Exactly, and
fly them over
the
there,
riskiness with that is dealing with customs.
Yeah, the plane's gonna be customs while they're waiting for their coins to do customs. Yours is bye. We'll
Yeah.
see you when
But
you
this
get
is
there.
so I
And
use
they
this site
show
a
up there.
lot.
But I've actually ordered some stuff actually from them before.
Oh yeah, they're legit. They're legit. It's kind of goofy when you go to check out because I use PayPal for
Yeah,
it,
I
right?
changed
So
the
it's
Hong
kind of
Kong
goofy
dollars to
because
American
it,
dollars. Yeah.
yeah, like the Hong
You got
Kong
to go to the
versus
little settings tab that people find out. There's a little settings bar where you can either in the upper left
it's
hand
right up
corner
top
where it says
here.
like currency. Yeah, and you can change
Yeah,
it from currency from Hong Kong dollars to American dollars.
to the
Yeah, so
US dollars,
you
right?
go in there and you just see the price. It says HK, and you see like $14,687. You're like, oh my God, it's a lot of money for a silver coin. You're like, actually, that's Hong Kong dollars. You got to convert it to American. It's more like 26 and change or whatever it's going to be.
Let's check out
But
Trump's
actually,
mugshot
when
here.
there's when the Marvel coins came out, actually, in the Wolverine drop, I actually ordered several from this site here, as well as the ones they actually put in the little index cards. They only put like 1,000 of them in there with the little
Yep, yep.
yeah, I bought a bunch of those, and heck, they were selling those the ones in the card were selling for like $50 on here when they first launched, and they were
Sure.
selling for like 100. They were selling for like $120 on the secondary market when they came over here. So there is money to be made on the site. Sometimes you just, like you said, don't just go buying every coin, but if you do your research and you stay to the buzz, you can get some coins from this site honestly a lot cheaper and maybe even faster than order them off the AppMex site. But again,
And that's
you
right.
are dealing
And
with
BR is right
yeah,
too. He's heard of people waiting months for coins from LPM, and that can happen.
it happens.
You know, your stuff is coming from overseas, and it can get caught up in customs. Like I just got an email doing work with Germania Mint, so they're sending me another product to review, and I just got the email before we started. And it said your package is going to be delivered Monday, which tells me that okay, it's already cleared customs and it's going to be at my local UPS tomorrow. I actually know a guy that works there. I'm going to send him the screenshot, say, hey, hold this for me because no one's going to be at my house. Everything that comes from them has to be signed for. If it's not signed for, they're not going to leave it. So I'll just pick it up from the local UPS tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon. I want to see if there's a mintage on these. Donald Trump for a second term got his mugshot. See that? I don't know if you
There a
can see it.
product
It'll take
down
a minute
there?
on your end. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Does it have any in the product description? Anything in the product description, like down below, like down that
Nothing.
area
It's
there?
20 per two, 500 per monster box. They'll mint this thing until they can't mint it no more.
Is that what it says?
Well, there's no limit to it.
So they're just gonna just keep printing until they people stop wanting them.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah,
What does it
that's
say?
the LPM.
Wanted for a second term. Oh, wanted for a second term. Okay.
Wanted for a second term.
Gotcha. Be interesting to see what happens this election. We might not even have election. Shit, they might just put us in the war and just claim the Wartime Powers Act, and no one's stepping down. No election, but we'll see. Let's hope not.
Wouldn't that really brighten up your day?
No, it'd be fantastic. That's
So what
that's
game are you
good
looking
stuff.
forward to watching today? The Eagles don't play. And are you
Honestly,
just are you all around football dude, or you just like watching the Eagles?
I'm a big
You get a
Eagles
chance to
fan. I've
watch
been
the
a fan.
Lions tonight or today?
Yeah, looking forward to that. There are two games I'm looking forward to actually watch. Well, obviously, Eagles fans happy about Thursday night. I've been a fan since Cunningham was my saying. So people are like, "You're a bandwagon fan." I'm like, dude, I've been a fan since like the late '80s, early '90s. Like, relax.
Right.
Um, uh, the two games I'm interested in watching, not only just for fantasy purposes and watching my players go, but just also kind of just watch how these teams are going, is the New England and Dolphins game. I think you're going to see an old college shootout. I think you had both those guys throw for a combination of almost 900 yards, the two of them
Right.
in one game last week. 900 yards throwing. It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
So you got those guys going against each other. It's just going to be an aerial battle. It's going to look like something like this. You just sit back and watch the fantasy points. I just hope that Tyreek Hill does not put up another 50 points against me or somebody else if I have him going against me. So I had the unfortunate disfavor of having to face somebody in week 1 who one single player put up 50 fantasy points on week 1. That is not heard of. I was real mad about that, but what are you gonna do? So week 2, we're back in here.
Were you playing the guy that had him?
Yes. So like by the 4 o'clock games, it didn't even matter. It was like I could have my guy get 100 points quarterback. It won't matter. I'm not gonna win.
No, not at that point.
Yeah, once a guy gets 50 fantasy points, it's like if you lose somehow when your guy gets 50 fantasy points, you just shouldn't be playing fantasy football. Yeah, you should. Unless you had Aaron Rodgers starting, I get it, and you had Travis Kelce, you forgot.
I had him, but I had him as a backup, and I dumped him.
That's good. Go pick up Jordan Love or Mac Jones, who's still there, and go watch them throw balls to the air all year long.
I really not too. I think I need him. I forget who he's backing up, or who I had him as a backup for, but I've got empty slots, and at that point, if something happens to my starter, I'll figure it out. Not really that too worried about it. I do have Mahomes in one league, and I think Trevor Lawrence in another.
The Silver Surfer, that's what I call him. That's what I call him. Like, why call him the Silver Surfer? He looks like a surfer, and he just looks cool, laid back kind of guy. So that's my nickname.
We got the Lions getting riled up behind us.
Is the Silver Surfer. Not to make Stacking Surfer jealous, whatever. That's right. The music in the chat here. Thanks to all 4 people that do hanging out. We do appreciate you guys committing yourselves to the stream before the games. Total dudes, total champion of men. We do appreciate this. Don't worry, I know I'm a little low energy today. I had a late night. It's been a whole week of just been running around. It's actually been several months of running around. Why me and Pauly haven't been live. He's been busy saving.
No, and yeah, we're definitely going to keep this thing going
over the summer.
All season, as long as we're both available.
Yeah, now I think that things are kind of start calming down now. I've kind of last 2 months since the 4th of July, I've been on this resource obtaining mode, just grabbing, just going nuts, and just like it's stuff I can't talk about on here, and then what gets you banned and stuff. It's just staying busy, staying stacking other stuff. It's just
Oh yeah, I mean, I showed you this beforehand, but
here we settle in.
This is all stuff that has to be opened yet,
Yeah.
There's gold in them hills.
The fan mail.
Oh no, that's not fan mail. One of them is. Actually, this is from Silverado UK. He's here. He comments here on YouTube, but we chat a lot on Instagram, and he was showing some badass Polish pieces. And there's something in here. I haven't opened it yet. I kind of gave a little jab at Empire Precious Metals on Instagram because I just like to heckle him. He's just easy to piss with, right? And I love the guy, and he knows it. But in one of his last videos, he stated, and it struck me the wrong way. He said that unboxing videos and all this stuff they're not worth it to him because they're just garbage. Who wants to see you unbox your 4 generic rounds, blah, blah, blah. And the only thing on his channel worth unboxing are these $200 to $300 to $500 to $1,000 worth of collectible coins for what? Views, right? Just for views. And I basically told him, I said, you forgot where you came from, and you should think about going back to where you came from and get back to the roots of YouTube and the community feel of YouTube, and stop dogging people who are doing videos like that, because number one, it's none of your damn business to be talking about them because it's their channel, it's their videos. And number two, who are you to tell anybody what's an unboxing video, a good unboxing video, and a bad unboxing video? And he knows I love him, but I'm going to call him out on garbage like that every single time because it's flat out bullshit. That's all. He gets it.
Yeah. I think everybody should just do what they want on YouTube and just have fun with it. And
yes,
and whatever reason you're doing it for, you're doing it for you. I mean, a buddy of mine is the #1 top guy in his niche, dying disc over there. The difference is doing it, and he's told me multiple times he does it for himself and just to fix his crooked dome from when his wife passed away years ago. He's got almost like 10,000. He's got more subscribers than half these people on this channel here, just from him watching them just sit there and just dive frisbees. But he says he's not doing this for anybody. He's doing this for himself. So, depending on whatever reason you're doing the YouTube for, if you're doing it to personal amusement, financial gains, self-motivation, you need people. You need people to communicate to you because you feel lonely. Whatever the reason may be, that's up to them. And everybody's gonna like what you do.
And that's just it. And that's just it. If it's something you feel like you need to do, go ahead and do it. And everybody has their right to speak their mind about whatever it is that's bothering them at that time when they're recording that video. And just like me, I have the right to call bullshit on it because that's all that was. This is just a line of bullshit. There's no difference between me showing off what someone took out of their own stack or their own collection and sent me as a gift than a coin being unboxed that he sold to somebody. That's it.
People just want to watch, man.
Show that.
People just want to watch. You'd be surprised, but what me myself personally have been guilty of watching and spent. I've spent 40 minutes or up to an hour watching a guy clear away a drainage ditch so the water from a river could flow through. And because I like the
was that my video? Water. Oh no, I actually did that in real life. I didn't record
it. Guy named just go check him out. His name is Post 10, POST, the number 10. I think he's out of like Nick Coyne's area somewhere, like Massachusetts or Maine or somewhere up northeast where there's
Canada, eh?
They were there basically touching fingers with Russia and Canada, basically, in that area. The guy goes around and basically just films himself like cleaning, clogged drains and clogged dam rivers from the beavers. And these guys got like over 100,000 people watching them and making a bunch of money. So, that's some guy just filming people, clean drains. People could say, who wants to watch that? You'd be very surprised. So I've
said it for quite a while, and I think my brother gave me the idea is once we get fiber internet here, I will start another channel. I don't know what the name will be, but it's going to be basically a 24-hour stream of a bird feeder, of birds coming in and feeding on a bird feeder, because there's people out there who don't get to see that. And that's going to bring views, and it's something that I'm not going to have to mess with. And it's just going to do what it wants to do. I'm at some point in time, I'm going to do that. And I'm sure there's already people that do it, but it's just easy. It's easy.
I think the top two most enjoyable hobbies in America right now for the most people are gardening and bird watching.
There you go. So now you're going to see
people like
you're going to see a bunch of, because we're talking about it, you're going to have a bunch of bird watching videos pop up in your algorithm on YouTube.
You might,
You're
yeah,
gonna
a
say,
bunch
"Oh,
of
I'm gonna
like
click
just.
on that."
I mean,
Click on
I
that.
feed the birds. I have a few bird feeders that I fill, and unfortunately, I have a couple squirrels that I don't mind. They come in there and do the Mission Impossible, like Tom Cruise come down and just spin off the thing and like upside down and start eating the
Yeah,
seeds and stuff. And usually eats the half a thing, but he needs to eat too. So then a bunch of birds come around. So yeah, you never know. You never know what people will watch. You just gotta film it, put it up there, and if you get people watching, cool. And if you don't, then like I said, it's YouTube is what you make of it. I could be on here putting up hundreds of views and videos a week if I wanted to. I have got the time. It's just right now, and people have
you could be
encouraged me
recording
to and
melting the
stuff.
shit out of
People,
that
you should do
aluminum
it.
behind you.
I just right now don't feel the necessary need in my life personally to go like full time YouTube because it is a commitment. It's a
Yeah,
lot going on. I don't not worried about what will happen. I know I'll be successful. The only thing I've ever touched is I'm successful. I'm not trying to sound cocky. It's just I don't half-ass stuff. I have a certain bar of life that I set myself to that I
and that's a
strive to
quote out of a
achieve. And
book.
yeah, I hold
We
myself to a
got
certain level of integrity and to where people can like
It's called Green
say, yeah,
Lights, and
you
that's
know,
one of the main quotes is don't half-ass it. Don't
yeah, you can
half-ass
have that
anything.
because people will know you're half-assed.
Because
People
if you
will
don't
know in the back.
half-ass it, there's never the what if. There's never the what if
Exactly.
I did this or what. Well,
I
if you
hate
wouldn't
the
have
what if.
half-assed it, you wouldn't be questioning yourself.
Hate the what ifs. Oh my god. Only what ifs that I like is the
Yeah,
Marvel TV series they put out. Other than that's the only what ifs I love. Other than that, I hate the what if. So yeah, I try to be a what if kind of guy. So no half assing. Ain't no half stepping. Yeah.
that's right.
So
That's right. Well, dude,
yeah,
I've got
yeah.
12:42. It's
Yep.
about 18 minutes before kickoff, and I've got a bunch of little feet running above me now that I'm gonna have to go and handle.
How many feet? Like 22 of them or 7?
I'm gonna say my grandson just showed up because everybody's running wild.
Uh-oh. It's
And every
passing the
time he
devil.
shows up, he does this to me because we always fight. He's always wanting to fight. So he'll see me and he'll stand there just like this.
How old is he?
2 years
What?
old.
What is your daughter teaching him?
Oh no, he comes over to Gramps' house and we wrestle, man.
Oh,
We get
okay.
after it.
Watching that UFC with Pauly. Yeah.
The highest sub gold channels are panning and sunken treasure channels. Yes, because that stuff is interesting to everybody.
Because people
Anybody.
want
You
that
don't even
stuff.
have to stack precious metals and just my wife, who still doesn't understand all of it, which nobody can really understand any of it all the time, loves watching the show Gold Rush. She loves watching the
Yeah.
show Gold Rush because she says, "Man, them guys are working hard." And that's where all this stuff comes from, are those
You're
goddamn
living
gold
through, yeah,
mines.
you're living through somebody else too. You're wishing that you could be there finding that
You
gold,
want to
painting the
try it once.
gold.
You want
Like
to go and you want to try it once.
that's
I've
what
got
it
a buddy
all
down
this
the
stuff
road
is. Yes.
who's got a sluice box, who's got all this stuff, and we just haven't had the time to connect to go and do some stuff around here. It is
Hmm.
what it is. Maybe one day we will, but
I would love to
um
do that one day.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's stuff like Surfer just mentioned, people are generally interested in.
Yeah, we talked about maybe having some gold painting trip maybe in October. I know I've kind of dropped the ball and that he and I both been so busy, we had a chance to really look into it, but we had talked about possibly in October because of all the
Yeah.
mudslides and the rain slides in California has kind of washed a lot of stuff down to, the gold into the valley. So um, we talked about maybe possibly me flying out to California and doing some kind of like gold painting trip with some guy that either has a business or just ourselves go down there in some lake and trying to get shot on private property and
It's no
try
different.
our hand at it,
It's really no different. People have the property than if I was to go out elk hunting like my brother's doing next week to Colorado. You,
Mm-hmm.
you pay for a trip, you pay for the experience, whether or not you shoot that elk or you don't. It's the experience that was well worth the money, right?
Yeah.
You know going out there that you're not going to strike it rich in gold, but it's the point of actually trying it to be able to say, hey, I went and did this. Yeah, I found a couple flakes. Look at, I found some flakes, and this is what's left of a goldback. You know,
it's the rush you get from thinking that you might find that big piece. So it's like,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
and yeah, so I'm looking. It'd be cool to do something like that. So I'm hoping that maybe Surfer and I we could lock something in and maybe get a couple of you guys out from YouTube world to come join us if you can. We know you guys have families and jobs, and it's harder for you guys to get away. Where someone like me, I don't have family. I work for myself. I can kind of go wherever I want to go, whenever I want to go. So I understand it's a little difficult for people, but
Sure.
love to set up something for where we can do something. If it can't be this October, and it looks like we may have missed the fall, or if because of this timing goes, maybe we can try something for next year or something. But either way, we will do something. I'm pretty sure.
Well, all right, brother. Let's end it there. And good luck
buddy.
on your picks this week. We got them written down. They're set in stone. We'll recap.
Sure. Thanks
to start
everybody
off the show next week.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thanks for everybody that showed up.
Yeah.
Thanks for commenting. Thanks for smashing the like button. And
thanks, Pauly, for having us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. I will get with you next week, and we will keep this thing going. And there might just be a giveaway.
Oh,
all right, y'all. Later.
Yeah.